This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
So happiness is important, but did you know that there is actual science behind it? Listen to this. Smiling alone can actually make you happier. A University of Kansas study had volunteers fake a smile, prop up a smile with chopsticks, make a neutral expression, and a genuine smile. They were doing this all while dunking their hands in ice water. The volunteers that smiled, whether fake or not, reported lower heart rates and reduced stress levels. Smiling releases endorphins that combat stress-inducing chemicals like adrenaline. So fake a smile and see if it makes you happier. Your body probably can't tell the difference. Not only can moving your face muscles improve your mood, but regular exercise is also associated with improved mental health. Exercise can also trigger your body to release endorphins. Even just a little exercise a day makes you feel better. One study compared a popular antidepressant medication to exercise and found that both were equally as effective in improving mood. And as an added happy bonus, when you exercise, you actually become more energized and upbeat. This is because the tiny organs located in your cells called the mitochondria gives the body energy. The harder you work, the harder they work. So start working out and flex a smile. Have you ever eaten a meal and found you were happier afterwards? Some foods, like comfort food, remind us of childhood memories or happier times, and by eating these foods, it mentally sends us back to those days. While comfort foods may help us on a psychological level, other foods contain certain compounds that can physically affect brain chemistry on a deeper level. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that is most linked to happiness. It helps with the regulation of both pain and sleep. Spinach, turkey, and bananas, for example, aid in the production of serotonin, making you feel happier. So there you have it. There really is science behind happiness. What are some things that make you happy? I love a good pixelated turkey. Or tell us, what should we talk about next? Don't forget to come back every Monday for a brand new video. I'm Blocko, this has been Life Noggin, and don't forget to keep on thinking.
$67.
What up,
you can
y'all?
make as many videos as you want.
What's going on? My name is Andrew Fry, aka the Gorilla Poet Laureate, aka the Hoodie God, aka Spin Quarantino, aka I wear these sunglasses indoors anytime I want to because my eyes are as sensitive as my heart is, y'all. And man, it's been a wild one. Number one, I shared that video because I just realized when I watched that video last night that spinach and bananas are feel-good foods, also two key ingredients to the joy juice. You know what I'm saying? So there's science backing my joy juice now. It is Wednesday. So if you want to join us here on the Great Joy Hunt, feel free. There's a link in the comments on my Facebook page. You can just jump in. I'll see you in the green room. I'll pull you on. We'll have a little conversation, talk a little bit about joy, where your joy is at. Man, I'll wait. I'll wait until I ask you what your number is.
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
So, this is the part of the show where we give ourselves a number 1 through 10. How you feeling today on the scale of 1 to 10? Where's your joy at? And then we start working our way with the gratitude to work our way up that scale. I'll tell you for myself, you can always leave it in the comments. Appreciate any shares that are going on, getting the word out to the people. It's a little bit of a wild one this morning for me personally. I had a fence blow down. We had wild wind out here in Sacramento overnight. So I got a fence down. That's not what's really like bringing my number down a little bit. I would say I'm at like a 6, maybe a 7. You know what I mean? I'll be at a 7 before this joy juice is done. But man, I woke up at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. and the wind was whipping. And all I could think about was our unhoused family out on the streets, and it just like how heartbreaking it is that we haven't figured out a way to like take care of people and take care of people out of these elements and get them out of these elements so they don't have to bear this. Like, I can't even imagine, like the wind knocked over a fence that was fully like dug into the ground at my house. You know what I mean? Like I just, so I was struggling. It was a real struggle this morning. Just really thinking about all of that. Eventually knocked out a little bit. Tell me more, Heather. Tell me more. Give me the good news. Give me the good news. So, you know, it was definitely like a heavy heart that I woke up with this morning, and then had to kind of work my way through the joy, the hunt of it. You know, really thankful for the people who are doing the work. Really thankful for my own roof. Really thankful for roofs of most of the people that I know. You know, and just super thankful for folks like Kim Church, for Cafe, the folks who are really doing the frontline work to take care of our unhoused family, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you my number's a little lower than it normally is, but I'm gonna have fun. I just watched that video. If I gotta prop my smile up with chopsticks, that's what I'm gonna do this morning. We're gonna find that joy. We have the land allocated and the funding allocated. We must push our council members to force Darrell Steinberg's hand to open the shelters and force churches to help people. And my joy is in that. My joy is in the fact that there is so much work being done, that there are so many compassionate, big-hearted people out there. So, you know, we're gonna stay on that vibe and just really thankful for y'all, everybody who's out here working for our unhoused fam, and just to make sure that we take care of our family, you know. We all connected. So, you know, make sure you're thinking of those who are out on the streets at this time. You know, that being said, what's your number? You don't got to tell me what your number is. You know what I mean? Just take stock of your own number. Sometimes it can dip a little bit on these gray, rainy days. I know it definitely, the weather definitely affects my mental health as well. So, you know, you got to do a little extra joy hunting and make sure you extra taking care of yourself during some of these winter months. So, yeah. That being said, it's time for the great joy hint, y'all.
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
So this is one I'm still really contemplating and like trying to figure out. Like I said, it's been a little bit of a wild one over here, just emotionally this morning. But something I was thinking about last night, the power went off at my house, right? As it did, I'm sure, at many of your houses. And I realized, like, in that moment, number one, this is the first time I've ever been prepared for it. I'm not usually someone who has a bunch of candles around and emergency supplies and any of that, but you know, I got a hit a few months ago that I was going to need those things. So, you know, I had some of that sitting around, which was really, really dope. Heather says, mine's 9. Thanks for the reminder to stay radically joyous even in tough times. Yo, got to. So this idea, number one, just that I was like a little prepared was like really dope. And then I started looking around at, so I have a computer and that's fully charged. My phone is halfway charged. And I'm like, yo, well, my phone has the flashlight. Like, so let me figure out how to plug the charger into the computer to take the juice from the computer and make sure my phone is good. So I have this flashlight if I need it. And there's something around this idea of what's going to be most important when the power goes out. Right. And I mean that in all metaphorical senses as well, right? So when the power goes out, what is most important to you, right? What are these things that keep you charged up, that keep you lit up? And how do you take care of those to keep them charged up when the power's on so that you're ready when the power's off, right? A lot of times we have self-care. Oh, Sierra's at an 8, starting over is the mood today, whether it's the semester or a new day in general. Yo, I know a lot of people starting classes, stressing out a little bit, you know what I mean? So make sure you take some deep breaths and hunt that joy. This idea being that we a lot of times do not practice our wellness until we have an illness, right? We don't make sure, self-care is for when you're broken already, right? Self-care is when it gets bad, it's time for some self-care. When self-care is actually for when you're healthy, to keep you from getting those illnesses and keep you from being broken. So that there's something in there. I'm still fleshing it out, quite honestly. Y'all know, if you've been tuned in for a while, this is an experiment. I'm writing a book right now, and kind of just bouncing some ideas off of y'all. But I feel like there's something there in this idea of when the power goes out, you realize what's important, right? My computers couldn't get on the internet. They couldn't really do anything for me. I don't have movies saved on them. They couldn't even entertain me last night. My computers might as well have been bricks because I couldn't text anyone off of them. I couldn't message anyone. They don't have flashlights, right? So there's one thing that I know should have been charged up, right? It would have been helpful to have that thing all the way charged up, and to the point I was willing to use another thing to charge that one up and make sure that was charged up. You know what I'm saying? So just something around that where, self-care is not for when you're hurting, it's for when you're healthy, to keep you from hurting, right? So if you got any thoughts on that, feel free to weigh in, because I'm still fleshing it out. A lot of times, what we talk about on the Great Joy Hunt is, helps me really like clarify some ideas that I have that will end up in this book. So I appreciate y'all for jumping in on that and helping me work my thoughts around this joy out. So now, because we started a little late, so we already a little after 11. So we're just gonna jump into it right now. The meat and potatoes, or the potatoes and asparagus if you are vegan. Where's your joy at, y'all?
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Go. Set it off. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it off.
Where's your joy at, y'all? If you in the chat, drop your joy. Tell us where your joy is at. Where are you finding it this morning? Where are you hunting for it? A lot of mine today just comes from people I know that are working on the front lines and efforts that I see being made out here to create change. The people who are going so hard to put that pressure on our elected officials, the electeds that are working to make a difference. The servants in this community. Sacramento has some amazing servants who continue to really, really just take care of the community and really rally around the communities that have been pushed to the margins. So, superheroes like the folks at Cafe, folks like Sac Safe Space, the folks over at Loaves and Fishes, everybody pushing to get these warming centers opened. I'm just super thankful for my own home this morning, that I got a little windproof setup. I'm thankful that the fence that blew down isn't like super detrimental in my house. So I can take some time this morning to get it back up. Where's your joy at, y'all? Chime in. Tell me where your joy is at. We hunt together because collectively, we boost the vibration. We change everything with the vibrations. So tell me where your joy is at, y'all. Let me get some music for this joy hunt. Huh? Oh, yeah. That joy juice. Where's your joy at, y'all? What are you grateful for this morning? Gratitude brings the joy. And no joy without gratitude. So what are you grateful for this morning? Where is your joy coming from? Starting over mood. Maybe you're starting a new class. You're starting a new semester today. How'd you do the last semester? You have an opportunity to do even better. or to continue on that path. Either way, sounds like something to be grateful for me. Let's see, grateful to have electricity back on today. You know what I'm saying? The co-parenting relationship I have with the father of my kids, yo, that's something to be super grateful for. Super grateful. A lot of people don't have that, and the kids just gonna be so much better for it. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching on the stream, where's your joy at? So I don't have kids, but I got some really, really dope relationships with exes, because I don't ever consider them crazy, because if they were crazy, that means I picked crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely hear you on the having friendly relationships with my exes, and just being able to be like cool people, because we cool people even when it don't work out together, for us to be cool people together. You know what I mean? Where's everybody else's joy at? Oh, that juice. Oh, that juice. You know what's funny is I always talk about that I do juice like other people do coffee, and I've been calling it the joy juice forever, but I didn't realize until I watched that video last night that spinach and bananas are both like joy-giving ingredients. You know what I'm saying? So it's literally joy juice. Been tapped in. Where's your joy at, y'all? Where's your joy at? Where's your joy at? I need all of it that I can get this morning. Grateful I got through the storm last night. 2 years ago, my little 400 square foot home got hit by a 4.5 county country, and I was inside the tree, spun 180 and lifted the foundation twice. Definitely a moment of Oz. Wow. Yeah. We glad you made it through the storm last night too, Sharice. Yo. Painting right now. Get that art in. Rainy days are great for painting. 4.5 ton tree. Ooh. Yeah, you know, I'm super grateful as well that, like, yo, it was just a fence that got blown down. I got some big trees in my area. I was having those thoughts last night. That's wild. That's wild. So I'm super grateful that you got through the storm last night. And that everything's cool, that you're here to talk to us this morning. Tell us about these wild memories. Man. Oof. Sometimes just recounting them wild memories, you know, that's a good joy hunting key right there too. You know, when I think about some of the things that I've like lived through, I'm really grateful to be here. You know what I mean? For you, it was a 4.5 ton tree. For me, it was my entire 20s. But yeah, recounting some of those things that we've been through, that we've lived through, that'll definitely like bring the gratefulness out. You know, if folks have, you know, some of these organizations or some of these connections that we can support, you know, some of the folks that are working, you know, I'll definitely mention again Cafe, CAFFE, and also SAC Safe Space. You know, throw them some support however you can. Just folks out here doing the work, really working to support the community and giving of themselves however they can. So, you know, if you ever have a chance to support those folks, make sure that you do that. It's 11:11, y'all. I also got to go back to Sprint today. I went to Sprint yesterday. Had a really good interaction with the dude. It was really cool. And then I came back and I got on customer service line, and they were not as cool, y'all. So I'm gonna pick up my vibe and get my magic going so that I can go down there today and just handle some things. Do it in a loving spirit. By the time yesterday hit, I was not in a loving spirit. So, you know, happens to the best of us. That's why we hunt the joy. It's not called the Great Joy Stumble, y'all. It's called the Great Joy Hunt. So, yo, I think I'm gonna jump to the backyard. work on this fence a little bit. But y'all stay painting, stay studying, stay praying, stay joy hunting. And just be kind to somebody today. Be kind to somebody today. Even if it's just a random person on your Facebook, hit them up, jump in the DMs, tell them you appreciate them, tell them you're glad they're here. You know what I mean? It's crucial. It's crucial. So let's keep cultivating joy. Let's keep cultivating love. And, like I always say, my name is Andrew Defy, and I love you, and you can't do shit about it.
This how God works. Play my position, what is given with no concerns. Set it out. Top of the morning, I'm gonna set it out.